I'm David Crowther, host of CFS Collective. And today, we have a very special guest down from Tennessee. His name is Jared Ribble, and he represents the NRCA, and his title is
VP of Certification for the National Roofing Contractors Association.
Great. And I'm excited to have Jared here today. And so thanks, Jared. Thanks for coming.
Happy to be here. Honored.
So let's just get to it, Jared. Tell us about certification. Tell us what you do, and tell us why you visited Southwest Florida today, because we're honored to have you. I want to thank you for being here, but tell us why you're here today.
Well, we're talking certification, titled PROCertification. It's the national initiative where we get to set aside the best roofing installers in the country and give them the evidence that they are, in fact, a true professional. They go through an assessment process where we take them up on the roof and we watch them do some details around the roof. And if they pass that assessment, they get that red badge. And they wear that red badge on the roof. So everyone on the roof, the building owner, the consultants, the manufacturers, all know that that worker has had their skills verified and that they are a true professional.
Wow, that's fantastic. So let's take a step back. So the PROCertification has been around how long now?
Been around since 2018, I think.
Okay, so it's still a fairly new program.
Fairly new.
And you are, you're leading this effort, right?
Well, the National Roofing Contractors Association is certainly leading it, but they've put me in that seat to go around the country and talk to folks about it and tell them and show them how contractors can use it to benefit their workers, but also how building owners can start to now know that they have true professionals on their job.
Yeah, that's great. And so, real quick, the PROCertification that we're talking about, yes, we did some in-house. We look to do more here. But as it relates to the guys in the field, can you speak to the benefit for the guys themselves out in the field? Because you know who's a lot of our viewers today is going to be a lot of our guys.
Okay. I'm going to tell you a quick story. So my dad was a roofer, and my older brother got into kind of an argument with my dad. And my brother thought that he was going to throw the final punch to knockout punch. And he goes, "Dad, well, you're just a roofer." The fact is my dad is a roofer. That's the fact. It was that four-letter word, just. You're just a roofer. And at that time, roofers had nothing that they could have to say, "No, I'm not just a roofer. I am a doggone it true professional." So roofers go to a holiday party and they say, "Well, what do you do?" "Well, I'm just a roofer." We are not just roofers, and we have the evidence now. So it's a pride thing. It's a pride thing that I am a skilled, true professional, and I have the evidence. I have the evidence of that. And what was also really cool about it is when those guys are out on the job wearing that red badge, the rest of the crew, the guys that are journeymen, they're still kind of learning. They say, "Wait, I want to be like that guy," and the whole crew gets elevated because those guys are being honored. It's really special.
I can see the pride in the guys' eyes once, at least my guys that did get the certification. They're very proud of what they've done because they've earned it.
Yeah,
they've been instructed. They've gone through the program. They now carry the certification, and they wear it pretty proudly. And so, yeah, that's great. So, yeah. All right. So we talked about the guys, the benefit. The benefit. How about the benefit of the companies? Why would I benefit from that? And I'm an owner of a roofing company. Why am I going to benefit from that?
Sure. Well, I think two ways. One, it can be a differentiator for you as a company, because you can be telling your customers and you can be telling the consultants, the folks that are hiring you, like, "Hey, I've got evidence. I have true evidence that my workers are solid, true professionals." And it's not just you said it. Well, we put them through our training program. Well, now a separate entity, a national entity, is coming along and saying and verifying, yes, they are in fact true professionals. So it's a differentiator for you, but it's kind of like what I was just saying. It allows the guys that are still learning to say, "I want to be like that." And now your whole crew gets elevated. So
Which elevates my company.
which elevates your company.
Yeah, that's
And,
it. Yeah.
they're working faster. They're doing they're doing better quality work, less callbacks, and just working with more pride and more confidence.
All right, now let's look at it in the perspective of an architect, for example. How does an architect benefit from writing in his specs that one of the requirements would be have a PROCertification guy or crew or something like that? Tell me how an architect would benefit.
Well, I think there's probably a couple ways that they could benefit. One, it narrows the field a little bit of who is qualified to do the job. Again, it's proof that this contractor is employing workers who are actually qualified to do this work. So we'll call them, I don't want to demean, but a chuck in a truck, just the guys that,
Sure.
Or maybe even a company that is grabbing workers from all over the place, and they have no identifiable way of saying, but this worker is in fact qualified to be here. So it gives a level of confidence to that architect, to that roofing consultant. So that would be one of the benefits. But going about transient labor, and the companies that do use transient labor, this is now a way to start to know who is on the roof. So the architect, the consultant can actually now know.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I could see him specifying great product, but if you don't have great installers, your product is what good's your product if you don't have good installers?
Exactly.
And then, of course, I guess, and it finishes up with the end user, which would be an owner, like, for example, a school district or a large property owner, for example. I have to imagine the end result for them is they have a roof that performs, and they benefit through this whole program too.
I hear horror stories from school districts. Honestly, I was just hearing there's a massive lawsuit going on down in Mississippi, okay? And it's costing them $1.5 million more dollars.
Oh, no.
Because they weren't using installers that were qualified. And they had no way of knowing. Actually, they do have a way of knowing. It's this, right? So they could have saved themselves $1.5 million. But big lawsuits, lawyers, and the end result is got to redo it.
Well, I got to personally say the worker, the guy on the roof, who is now trained, he's now proud to be a pro-certified applicator, if you would. The contractor, that's me. I'm very proud to have those guys. An architect, a consultant is designing the stuff, maybe written that in their spec, and a building owner is getting a better product. Thank you to the NRCA, because without you guys, I'm not sure where we go. I hope this program continues to do well. We will be full support of it, but we'll wrap this up today. Any final last words?
If you are an installer, get pro-certified. If you're a roofing contractor, you can benefit from having pro-certified workers. If you are the architect design community, start writing it in the spec. Your building owners need it. We all need it. So, thanks for letting me.
Jared, thank you. Thank you for coming to Southwest Florida at the end of January in 2024. I know that was rough for you, but with that said, everybody, thank you for your time today, and we'll see you next time.